to my channel. This is Shades, and yeah, today we have the new patch 1.07, and boy do I have a build for you. I just hopped into the game, started creating some stuff, testing some stuff out, and yeah, I think we have a winner, you guys, so let me show it to you. So, this is the new build for this new patch. This is Sedu Jaru. So I got the name basically from the Egyptian language, the ancient Egyptian language. So basically this is inspired by my heritage, so I'm Egyptian. And yeah, this AC is built to kind of mimic, let's say, all of the ancient Egyptian treasures. So if you think about like King Tut, all of that stuff, the mask with all of the gold, the blue accents. And also you find here that we have all of these hieroglyphs that you have as the decals. So yeah, I think it looks pretty sick. And yeah, let's get into it. So, as you can see, the Duckets have got buffed this patch, and yeah, I've always loved these pistols. I mean, ever since I started playing this game, and yeah, I just fell in love with them. They're amazing. Obviously, I also love the Coquelettes, but unfortunately, they didn't get any love this match. So that's why we're sticking with the Duckett, and yeah, they're pretty awesome, man. So those will be our primary weapons, and also attached to that we have the Sweet 16s. Now again, this is also a very powerful weapon, I would say, in my opinion. It's very light, it's very load efficient also, so it allows for a lot of supply efficiency, as you can see. And yeah, those are the two primary weapons. This allows you to be a fast AC, push in, close the distance, do a lot of damage, and then get out. And actually, the name of the AC, so Sedu Jaru, is somewhat translated from the word six barrels. So six in ancient Egyptian language is Zedo, and barrels is Jaru. Unfortunately, I couldn't translate 16 or like the words for sweet 16. I mean, it has a word, but it's very long, so I just stuck with six barrels. I think it sounds more cooler, and yeah, it's very menacing. So this is from my ANUBIS series. So if you've been watching my channel, I've been doing this series where I showcase all of the builds that I usually use in ranked, and I call it the ANUBIS series, kind of like the IBIS series, but this is my own. And yeah, this rendition is Sedu Jaru. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest. And yeah, let's get into it. So the build itself, we start off with the head. So we have the VP 44D. To be honest, I think this head is awesome. It has a, let's say, mm, stable numbers in terms of attitude stability, also AP. Kinetic defense is not that good, but again, with this build you'll be mostly ABing in your opponent's face, so hopefully you'll be dodging some of the kinetic damage that be done to you. But it has amazing energy defenses, explosive defenses, okay system recovery. Scan effect duration is very long. Like if you scan an opponent, that scan will stay with you for a very long time. But unfortunately, the downside is that you don't get that scan very quickly. But nevertheless, it's a really solid option. Of course, you can change that up depending on your playstyle, but this is the part that I think makes more sense to me. Moving on to the core, we have the Alba core. Again, still a very solid choice in terms of booster efficiency, generator supply adjustment. It just allows you to be very fast, very efficient. Obviously, you can change it up however you want. I mean, this is also a very, yeah, I would say, good option. It even gives you better attitude stability, more speed, but as you can see, the EN recharge delay is a bit less, and you also lose some of that AP, which, to be honest, is also quite needed when you're fighting more heavyweight ACs. But again, it's still a very valid option. Also, we have here the Mind Alpha. This is also a very solid choice, but unfortunately with that you lose a lot of that speed, and obviously this becomes a downside when you're chasing kites. But yeah, overall, very solid choices also, so yeah, test around and choose whatever suits you. Arms, we have the VP46S, again, a very solid choice all over around. It actually got buffed this patch, and yeah, it has very good firearm specialization and very good recoil, so I think it actually makes sense to take that up. And then moving on to the legs, we have the LG011 Melander. Now, to be honest, most of, you know, players out there who are building Duckett builds are actually using, let's say, the Alba legs. So if you go, yeah, let's take a look at that. So the Alba legs, they have got buffed. They are much lighter. You see that you get a lot of speed with that, a lot of attitude recovery also, but your stability goes down by quite a lot, and you also lose a lot of AP. So to be honest, it's your choice which one you want to go with. There's also the Mind Alpha, which is also a really good choice. You get a lot more attitude stability and defenses, but again, you lose on speed. So after a lot of testing, I just think the Melander is a really good choice. And yeah, to be honest, they look so cool, and they allow for all of this hieroglyphic decals. Yeah, so moving on to the booster. Here we have the B06SPD. And to be honest, I've been testing around a lot with boosters. First of all, I was using Alula just for that, fast-paced, snappy, quick boosts. And as you can see here, it's very, very good. It's very, very efficient. But again, you lose a lot of, let's say, boost speed, the normal thrust, which again is really a downer when you're facing a lot of Zim players. You need to be fast to be able to actually avoid some of their shots. The AB is actually better on the Alula, but as you can see, it costs a lot more. So the AB EM consumption, as you can see, is very bad on the Alula. And to be honest, I think that with the B06SPD, you don't lose that much in terms of AB thrust, but you gain a lot of, let's say, efficiency in your AB consumption, which allows for, a longer period of actually ABing in front of your enemies. So yeah, to me this just makes sense, but again, it's based on your playstyle. If you're someone who quick boosts a lot, sorry for that. Yeah, then the Alula is also a very solid choice. FCS, again, Oculus, you'll be mostly very, very close range. A good option is also the Talbot, since it got, let's say, buffed, or the Abbott. You also get some medium range assist there. But to be honest, even with the Duckets and the Sweet 16s, you're actually going to be mostly very, very close to your opponent, so it's might as well, use the extra points from close range assist. And then Generator, Sentai, obvious reasons, it's the highest EN capacity generator in the game, and even though it got nerfed this patch, you still need all of that EN capacity to chase kites. Other valuable options are the Mingtai, so this is actually has a lot more EN supply efficiency, but again, you lose a lot of the EN capacity. So it's again based on your playstyle. If you're someone who wants to be quite fast in the neutral, do a lot of QB boosts and get your supply quite fast, then this is a very solid choice indeed. But for ABing, which is the playstyle with this setup, Sentai is just better. And yeah, Hakushi is also a very nice choice. You get a little bit more EN capacity, but again, against kites, really lightweight kites, Sentai is the option to go with. After that, you can basically choose whatever expansion you want. So you have Assault Armor if you want to really be quite offensive, aggressive, surprise your enemies. But to me, Pulse Armor is just the better choice. It's a get out of jail free card. Whenever you do a dumb play or a very poor play or something like that, which I do quite a lot. So yeah, to me, Pulse Armor is just the way to go. And yeah, that's it for the build. As you can see, the stats are all there. I'll be putting the share code in the description, so look out for that. But yeah, overall, guys, it's a really solid build. Enjoy it, enjoy the gameplay. Thank you.
I'll ask you again. Do you have any attachment to life? Traveling to a mysterious island to compete for a pardon. Battling heinous criminals condemned to death. That is the only way for you to be reunited with your beloved.
They call me hollow. Heartless.
It isn't that easy to destroy a person's heart.
You said you wanted to see ninjutsu? If this'll do, then let me show you. Ninpo Ascetic Blaze.
Once something's alive, it doesn't die easy. 621.